Hello, my gorgeous Capricorn dragons. Welcome to your solstice reading for June, July, August 2021. Technically, it's from June solstice until September equinox. Okay, so it's the 3 months. If you're in the northern hemisphere, then it's your summer. If you're in the southern, then it's your winter. Okay, so just take it as it is. I'm in the northern, so if you are in the southern, please bear with me if I talk about summer months. Just apply it to winter months, please. So what we have is, this is probably one of the times, because I sort of coin myself as a freestyle reader, where I sort of just take it out and read it. So if you've watched any of my other readings, that's sort of how I like to go. This one I like to pull out as a sort of reading just to get guidance for it, because it's 3 months. So it's month 1, 2, 3, and the first row is where you're out of balance. The second row is how to bring balance into it, and the third row is what will emerge. And then I might pull out clarifiers. I have a few decks around, and then of course an oracle card for advice, and I have a few decks out for that as well. So this is whatever I'm drawn to. Normally I'm drawn to specific decks for specific readings, and for this one, while I'm sitting down to do all the solstice readings, I'm just like, it was like, and I want this deck and this deck and this deck, so it's going to be interesting. So we'll see. So first of all, what you have in the beginning is discord. So you do have the Three of Swords. So there is some sort of heartbreak. It's something that sort of, it's come as far as it can. Okay, like this situation, so it could be like divorce, it could be whatever. But what it means is, it has come as far as it can, and it needed to change. Okay, so so a lot of times the Three of Swords has a heaviness to it, but for you, I don't really see that specifically. Okay, I feel that whatever this is, though, it is causing, so you have your Two of Discs or Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's causing an imbalance. It could be a little bit of a financial disarray with this, and you don't have closure from it yet. So I feel that this might be a little bit, if it is something to do with divorce, it is a long process to go through, depending on how the parties are behaving. Okay, so I just feel like this isn't closed, and this is even going into the 3rd month. So I feel like what I'm being told, without even looking ahead at the other cards, is that you really need to embrace, like you just sort of go with the flow, okay, and try not to force things, try not to push things, because things are out of balance. So try to find balance where you can, okay, and that it's not a fast thing, okay. Unfortunately, as soon as lawyers are involved, nothing happens quickly, okay. It's very slow. So then in the next one, so how are we going to try to bring more balance into this for you? Okay, so you actually have the Emperor in reverse. So like I said, don't try to over control the situation, okay? Don't try to push your way through it, but also make sure that whoever you're dealing with also isn't just being passive, right? So it depends on what side you're talking about. So you want to keep things moving, but you can't let it come to a stop, nor can you force it. So it should move ahead. And you know what, honestly, if you are, I don't know why I want to talk about this, but if you are dealing with the legal things, it's just this heartbreak, this discord, right? Whatever it is, check in with the people that know. Check in with the people, whether it be like counselors or whatever, and ask, how long does this normally take? Okay, because sometimes we want to get things moving and going, and sometimes we don't want to, but just get an idea of what normal is. Okay, now the next cup is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so it's here, it says abandonment. I think that obviously you're like disappointed. This is also at the center of the spread as well. So I don't think that you're very happy about this situation. Maybe you're not the one that brought this on. Okay, so this could be coming to you, and you need to make sure that you deal with any sort of abandonment wounds that you may have. So that might have to go to counseling or whatever, but this person that you're dealing with has obviously either they're feeling abandoned or you are. Now, I'm not getting a read on if this is you or them yet, so I don't know if there's going to be a lot of cross-watchers watching this. So I'm trying to pull the energy out. I haven't figured it out yet because I don't have a clear idea. So with this, we have potential. Okay, so in the third month, how to balance out the world in reverse is just to see the potential of what can happen in the matter. So it's to make sure that you plan and trying to discover, right? So go and try to be a little bit adventurous and see what is out there. See what's beyond the tree. See what's beyond your world, right? So move on with it. Okay, so what will emerge? Okay, so this is actually a really lovely, this is actually really, what will emerge at the end? Okay, so this all seems really sort of dismal. What it is, I'm just going to move these up so I don't knock them off, is initiation. So now it's funny because this card, I'm going to show it to you. It's in the traditional deck, it's the Tower. Now, I'm working with the Sacred Circle deck. This is a gorgeous deck. This is initiation. So what it is you've had to go through this moment. Remember, the Tower doesn't destroy anything that's beautiful. So you've had to come in through this. See, and look, there is actually a labyrinth down here. If you've ever done labyrinth work, right? But what it is you've sort of become, through this, you grow and you become what you're supposed to be. You actually grow from this. And it's not that it was supposed to happen, right? Like, it's not this toxic, oh, well, they were supposed to hurt me. No, okay, so that's just stupid. But what it is there's always a little bit of truth behind. If we'd allowed something, we have to look at why we allowed that to happen to us. So, and that's what needs to be fixed so that you can move on, because look at this. You have the King of Swords. Okay, this is fantastic. This is you mastering communication. You are mastering your mind. Okay, this is a fantastic, it's about truth and integrity and being a leader, right? Like everything here is fantastic. And then look, in the third month, right, you have the Two of Cups here. So you have harmony. So something is happening here that is going to bring in true joy, right? Partnership, right? So it's funny because up here, right, there's something that's heartbreaking. Maybe you're not getting a divorce. Maybe you are going to work it out with the person, or maybe because you've learned your lesson from this, you've actually opened yourself up and another partner comes in for you, right? So don't doubt the universe. Always feel free just to have a conversation with the universe. Just say, hey, what the heck, right? So, yeah, like you're going to be growing and moving through, and you're going to be mastering it. And then once you've mastered that, that opens you up in the eyes of the energies for you to be ready for this harmonious relationship. So back here, the person that you are back here isn't ready for this, okay? So this has to, you have to go through dealing with whatever abandonment this is, right? You have to go through these steps to get there, right? So let's see if there's any. This is really beautiful. Yeah. So it's funny because I just got the Two of Cups again. So, yeah, and that's bridging. It's so funny. So, faith. Yeah, so you need to have faith. So this is like the Hierophant, Taurus energy. You need to It's usually about seeking advice, and it could also be about growing spiritually, right? So I often look at, I always look at the Hermit and the Hierophant as sort of the masculine equivalents of the High Priestess, because the Hierophant I see is more outward, and the Hermit I see is more inward, and the High Priestess is just like, right, embodies both. So that's, yeah, just have faith, right? Yeah, look, your Ace of Coins has come out. Okay, so you will have a new financial opportunity. Okay, there is going to be something coming in for you. Yeah, your Palace of Coins, you're moving from the Ace to the Palace here. Okay, so it is like your home, your stability, and also Capricorns, this is your, these two coins that came out, Pentacles, that's Earth. That's you. That's your sign. You are mastering who you are, right? That's very gorgeous. It's fantastic, Capricorns. Like, seriously. Now, I know, right? It's like, but I want it now. Maybe you're not like that. Sometimes I'm like that. It's like, no, I don't want to wait that long. But then as soon as you start to work on healing, you're like, oh, you're right. There's no way that I could have ever done something like that. There's no way I could have ever handled, you know, this amazing love and this when I was this person here, right? Because I wasn't in that space. Yet you have the Four of Cups that's happening sort of in the background of it. So this is sort of where I go with this. So it's, you're gaining, you're sort of just meditating, right? And I get the feeling, because it sort of happened, you might have already started sort of contemplating and meditating, maybe just reevaluating life in general, okay? Yeah. I have a feeling this is, I have a feeling like this is, we'll see. Yeah. I've sort of been told that this is it for this. Like, this is really gorgeous. It's really beautiful. What I'm going to do is I have this fantastic deck that I use quite a bit. It's the Dreaming in Color deck. I don't even know if it's still available. I've had this so long. So we're just going to get one card. Thank you. Just for advice for my wonderful Capricorns, for all of you guys. No, I'm not taking those two. I know. Just read them. Okay, so I'm going to read you this, and then I'm going to tell you what these two are. So what this is intuition. Yeah, right, Lexa, intuition. You have the Four of Cups and initiation. So I think, and it's funny because it came out right here, I think you really need to use your intuition over this situation. Whatever this Three of Swords and this Lord in reverse is, use your intuition, okay? Yeah, and you have joy, and it's funny because normally I don't tend to read oracle cards in the reverse, but because I'm not reading the description of it, guilty came in upside down, and I feel that you don't need to feel guilty for having joy, right? I feel that you may be the type of person that's like, oh, but da-da-da-da-da, right? It's like you have almost a lot of empathy for other people. Even if they did you wrong, you have a lot of empathy for them. So I think that when this does come around, and when you find your Two of Cups, and when you find your Palace of Coins, which is absolutely stunning, enjoy your joy, right? Enjoy your joy. Okay, so intuition. Let's quickly pull this up and see what this says. So intuition. Intuitive and empathic capabilities are at a peak. Use this precious knowledge to move ahead with your idea or goal. Your insight may seem like lucky guesses, but they're not. You're finely tuned with others around you. This may be the start of a spiritual awakening that continues to grow and ripen. Pay close attention to dreams, whims, ideas now, as they are pregnant with meaning. Good job, guys. So that is your solstice reading. Please do like. I love when you share the energy with me. Thank you very much. You can also leave a comment specifically for me. They don't show up, but I do see them. So if you wish to comment, please do. And have a wonderful summer or winter. Bye, guys.